Hello, today we have a master class about chargers, motorcycle chargers, trickle chargers, maintenance chargers to keep your battery in the best possible condition. So I have a few here. These three are my own, and this is the one I'm going to show you to mount on this Honda Hornet 600. First, answer the question, why a trickle charger? A maintenance charger, as what they called these days. Well, actually it's easy. In the old days we still had the carburetors and the contact points, and when you put the ignition key off, there was no part of the bike that was still using the battery. But these days we have all the electronic components, electronic injection, electronic ignition. My Beamer also has the suspension, and it all takes some more or less current capacity from the battery. So even when you put your ignition key at off, it still takes a tiny bit of capacity from your battery. A simple thing is the clock. It needs to be on a constant current on a battery to remain its time in its memory. So you need a trickle charger, preferable an electronic one. These days they are not that expensive. I have here one and it costs 60 euros, so that's not that much. If you ruin a battery in your motorcycle, it costs more. So that's why we need the electronical chargers. I have three ones over here. I start with my first one. It's made by Techmate, but there are some other really good brands too, but I have the Techmate, and the product name from it is an Optimate. This is the old Optimate 4, and it has a lot of special programmed software into it to keep your battery at the best possible capacity. So without damaging it, you can plug it in and leave it forever, so to speak. It does its own thing, goes to first checking the battery and then pulsing all kinds of currents into it. There is a thick manual with it, and I always say to my friends, just ignore the thing, and when there is a red light blinking, then something is wrong. And he does all the special magical things with your battery, and don't give it any attention. It's doing its thing and it's really good at it. Absolute. So this is the oldest one. Then years ago I bought my Beamer. It has a CAN bus. And this one, when a battery is very, then it starts pulsating with about 22 volts. Make the battery start accepting the charge again. That's what the clever heads of Techmate find out. But I bought my Beamer and it has a CAN bus. And with a CAN bus you have to be carefully. So they developed this model. This is the Optimate Dual. And it has not only the normal setting, but also the CAN bus setting. And in the CAN bus setting, it doesn't do that aggressively pulsation of 22 volts, because seems to be that the CAN bus doesn't like that. So better safe than sorry. So this one is always on my Beamer. I plug it in and never look at it. It's doing its own magic with the battery and good. Okay, trust it. Then we got a big boy over here. These ones are 0.8 amps. That's the charging current, and that's more than enough to keep your battery in full swing, in optimum condition. But if you have a big battery or even a car battery, then I have also this one. This is the Optimate 6, and it can charge batteries up to, you can use it for a car battery. So let's keep it to that. So these they all have sorry, the same connector these days. These are the connectors, and this is the one that's hanging above a motorcycle, and it still has the old connector. So what I made for myself, I made this cable. Yeah, easy. So now I can use the old, which is still good, Optimate, and when a bike has the new connector onto the battery, I can still charge it while it's in here. So, but I'm not sure if they have them, if you can buy them. I made them, I looked at the connectors up and I made it myself. It's not that difficult. Well, not for me. So, these and these. And now, we have the Optimate for this one. For the Hornet. It comes with, of course, the manual. Read the fucking manual. Ta-da! Now, this is the Optimate 3. This is the 6, the 4 dual, and this is the 4, and this is the 3. And the 3 is made, the Optimate 3 is made for batteries for this kind of motorcycle. It has all the bells and whistles that the other ones have, and it can, these also can charge a standard battery, a lead acid battery where you have to fill with distillized water. It can do the AGM, those are the maintenance free batteries. You can't fill them anymore, they are maintenance free. And also the gel batteries. So it is protected against putting the clamps on wrong, the red on the negative and the black on the positive. Then you just got a red light flashing, alarm, alarm, help, help. So it's good. It's a simple one, but it does the job. Why pay for, let's say, this one, the dual, if you don't have a bike with a CAN bus? only cost more money. So this is the one. It comes, yeah, with these two things. So you can get your battery out of your motorcycle during the winter and store it in a warmer place. And just get those two clamps on. That's also good. Even kijken. Nou. Let's do it. So here we have the battery. What tools do we need? Well, you can take the socket, 10 millimeters, or a crosshead screwdriver, Phillips, one of these. Getting the cables of your battery, always start with the negative first, and I'll tell you why. Whenever, right now, I make a shortage between the frame and the minus, well, nothing happens. But when I do it accidentally with the positive, wow, there you have a problem. So, but when the minus, the negative, is loose, you can make a shortage when putting the positive on whenever you want. There's no problem with that. So we first get the bolt out, get the minus away, the negative, and now when I'm making a shortage, nothing happens. So always detach now the negative first and then the positive. Now, this is actually easy. Hop. Now we're gonna take this wire loom and let's see. I think this is a good spot. I'm going to show you in a moment. We have a lot of, sometimes you first have to wiggle it in, but in this case gives no problem, so we can leave it hanging and we have enough space over here, no problem. So first we're going to do the positive. We do it underneath. Now, cool. So we take the crosshead screwdriver and just be careful, not too tight. Normally tight is enough. Up, and then we can bend it slightly down. So that's nice. And now, as I told, we're gonna do the negative. Now, that's also easy. Up. Also tie it, not too tight, just enough is enough. Bend it slightly down. Job done. So Now we take a few tire wraps and kijken which is the best way to do it. I think this is a good one. So have to see. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Bring it. Okay. What I always do on battery clamps, especially when you got the lead, like Yuasa, this brand doesn't have it, but it's a good practice. Always use a little bit of Vaseline. This is spray and this is, yeah, not spray. Shake it baby. Hop, hop. So now they are not going to corrode within time. I see that this cable is hanging loose, so while I'm at it right now, I'm gonna tie it up with a grab it. Aye, shit. Hop, just bend it a bit, get it around, take it with a plier, then be careful, get it around. So can use the plier. Up. So up. Cut it off. Yes, that's nice. I hate it when connectors and looms are loose, wiggling around. So now I'm here anyway, saw it. Over there, then it's here. I got it underneath the strap, so it's almost tight. I got it over here, perhaps you can see it. Got it over here, and here is nicely. Can you take it, attach it, hop, hop, hop. Now Good, huh? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna mount this piece of plastic again back. What I always do is on those clips that goes into a rubber grommet, I always do a tiny bit of grease, just a tiny bit, so it slides in, easy, and within time, when you have to get it off again, it comes easy off. You don't have to use all the force. Over there is this up, see? Then we slide it underneath the tank. The bolt, same thing. I think you better call me the grease guy. Okay. So. Again, not too tight. Looks good. The connector is underneath here. And now we're going to see if it works. Wow. Perhaps we have an explosion. Nah, don't worry. I attached it to the power. When this LED is orange, it's now charging the battery, and in time it starts to go to other programs, which is trickle charging, and you can leave it for 24/7 and never look at it again. So there was another video. It was all about batteries, chargers. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please subscribe. And if you have something to say, please put it in the comments below. For now, Old Mechanic out.